Welcome back sa Sulit Nga Ba? This is Ryan G. And in our channel, parati tayong may objective. I have a personal mission to help my viewers and subscribers make their best decisions sa financials and also sa business and in their life in general. No? That's why we do the reviews using quality, usage value, and personal satisfaction. But really, there's a goal to make the person who's watching this make better decisions in life. One of the common things that's been always raised o parating tinatanong sa akin in many instances or many events is, dapat bang magnegosyo ako or ako ay dapat magtrabaho, no? And let me first answer the question kung bakit ito parating tinatanong nowadays. Kasi in the start of the early 2000, nagkaroon talaga ng napakaraming movement for yung exit from 9 to 5. Ayoko na matali sa long-term na trabaho. Ayoko maging empleyado. Nagkaroon ng maraming movement. Marami naging successful na entrepreneurs na nagsimula ng startup noong time na yon. Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, the founders of many other businesses. But definitely, yung mga nag-found ng Netflix, sila yung mga pinag-usap na pinaghirapan nila. They got out of the 9 to 5 job. So, nagkaroon ngayon ng multiple idea na napopost sa TikTok at napopost online na dapat ganun ang path na susundin natin, hindi dapat tayo maging empleyado. Before anything else, I want to say this. There's nothing wrong with being an employee or being a business owner or being an entrepreneur. For me, it's both very noble. Pareho silang napaka-gandang path. No, it depends on what you want to do in life. But first, let's answer questions of, are you ready to personally become a business owner? Or should you become an employee? Doon muna tayo magsimula. And then eventually, as we continue this path of loading content na talagang hopefully maging meaningful sa inyo, ay sasagutin natin yung many questions about business and financials. But today, this is the simple question that I want to answer. Should I start becoming a business owner and entrepreneur now? Or should I start my career as an employee? This is especially important for those who are newly graduates last year, the year before, or graduating this year. Or yung mga nasa trabaho na nila at nag-iisip na tamang time na ba para mag-quit ako ng business, ng trabaho and start my own business. Let's start with the first question, the first real practical question. Do you know what skill meron ka? And do you know this skill na sobrang magaling ka? Ano ba yung skill na yon? If you can answer that first question, then you're on the right path going into starting your own business. So if you're 18 years old right now, 19 years old, question, saan ka ba talaga magaling? Saang skill ka nag-excel? Answer that first question. Second, what skill is that? And that yung skill na yun, is that in demand? Or ang ibig kong sabihin, is that skill something that will solve a lot of problems? Or problems for many people? Okay? Kasi sa totoo lang, sa negosyo or sa trabaho, ang binabayaran sa iyo, hindi yung oras mo na pumapasok ka. Okay? Ang binabayaran sa iyo is yung skill mo to solve a particular problem. Kaya ang first question, anong skill ka magaling? Saan ka talaga magaling? And the second question you need to ask is, kung yung skill na yun, magaling ka doon, does it solve a problem? And does it solve many people's problem? Okay, I'll give you an example. Saan ka magaling? Magaling akong sumayaw. For example, magaling akong sumayaw, mahataw ako. Pero, does that solve 100,000 people's problem? Kasi babayaran ka ng 100,000 tao na yan para gawin yung skill na yun. Okay? Or, let's say you're a graphic artist. Magaling ka, you're excelling in this skill. Are there many people who's willing to pay you for that skill? And if the answer is yes, then definitely you should consider to maximize this skill. Wala pa tayo pumasok sa business, to maximize this skill pa lang tayo. Next question. So, okay, saan ka magaling? Does that solve a problem? And does that solve a problem for many people? Third question you have to ask is, do you have a capital to start with? Meron ka bang initial money na gagamitin mo? And many people, there's many contradicting idea out there na nasa internet, o i-loan mo, kumuha ka sa bangko, o mangutang ka sa kamag-anak mo, o wag ka mangutang, never start a business from loans, and so what have you. Sa totoo lang, maraming possible ways to maneuver around a capital. Meron kasi dyan talaga ginagamit ang credit card, i-credit card muna nila lahat ng pambili ng gamit nila, tapos meron silang 30 days or at least 25 days para mabayaran yung capital na ginamit nila, which is a smart way to actually start a business. However, remember, may interest yan. Pangalawa, every month na hindi mo nababayaran, lumalaki lalo yung capital mo kasi nag-accumulate nga siya ng interest. And at the same time, being it a credit card, it actually helps you with your credit limits when around time, but it will also have an issue pag hindi mo siya nabayaran over time. So, there are many ways to consider this, pero ang ibig sabihin ng we have the capital, hindi lang yan pera. Okay? Hindi lang yan pera. Ang capital, financially, yes, upfront, maybe capital na pinag-usapan mo should be at least 12 months worth of capital. Para kahit na hindi kumita yung business mo ng first 2, 3, 4 months, meron kang pondo for at least 6 more months para patakbuhin yung negosyo mo. Pero you also need capital in terms of time. Okay? Another capital na kailangan is intellectual capital. Kaba? So, ibig sabihin, do you have the ability to extend hours para mag-aral ng taxation? Meron ka bang ability sa isang linggo para mag-aral ng accounting? Meron ka bang capital na mag-spend ng oras para pumunta sa BIR, pumunta sa DTI, para pumunta sa iba't ibang tao? Para ma-determine mo kung ano gagawin mo. Kasi kung iisipin mo lang pera from this standpoint na dapat meron ako pang startup, meron akong 1 month, 2 months na capital, then you will be in for a surprise. Because a business doesn't earn in just 1 month. A business earns at least in 2 to 3 years pag operational ka na. All of the possible mistakes na makikita mo from the first 12 months, mapag-aaralan mo yan, and then the next year, you will make changes and revisions, and then the third year, maybe, possibly, na-shorten mo na yung expenditure mo, nabawasan mo na yung capital mo, or next investment mo para sa business, and then the next year, possible, kikita ka. Okay? So, dapat masagot mo yung tanong na yan. Meron ka bang capital, right? Financial, time, intellectual, yun yung kailangan mo. And then the fourth important question to answer before you start saying that I want to dive into a business is, do you have the ability to train and to mold and to hone and to develop other people? Kasi when you're starting out, and again, ang una ay magaling ka magluto. Tapos sa area nyo, ikaw yung pinakamagaling magluto ng adobo, as an example. And everybody goes to you. Lahat ng tao kumakain sa'yo ng tanghalian, lahat ng tao kumakain sa'yo ng gabihan. That's good. Pero matatali ka doon sa negosyo mo. 'Di ba? So, papasok ang pera, ikaw namimili, ikaw ang nag-grocery, ikaw nagpe-prepare, ikaw nagluluto, ikaw gumagawa. Si business mo maganda, mukhang mag-i-expand. Okay? Kasi madami pumapasok sa iyo eh. Pero you have to consider this. Katagalan, kapag ikaw pa rin nagpapatakbo niyan at aabutin ka dyan ng 5-4 na taon na ikaw lang mag-isa, hindi ka negosyante, empleyado ka nung adobo business mo. Kasi wala kang ibang taong nagtatrabaho para sa'yo. And you cannot scale, hindi ka pwedeng lumaki. Bakit? Limited ka dun sa area mo. Okay? One of the mistakes that we started with our business, na sa totoo lang, is our ability to scale not from a business operational standpoint or sa capital standpoint. We all had that. Nagkaroon kami ng limitation with developing our team. And believe it or not, the development of your team is very critical. So kung hindi ka pa marunong mag-develop ng ibang tao, then you will have a hard time expanding kasi matatali ka sa isang location as a business owner. So that's one of the 4 things na kailangan mong maintindihan bago mo isipin or i-consider mag-business. And if the answer to all of this is yes, at mukhang masasagot mo yan ng 100% truthful na makagawa mo, then go for it. Now, if you're starting out and hindi naman yes ang sagot sa lahat ng yan, might as well start being an employee. Again, sinabi ko kanina, walang masama magiging employee. I am a business owner with also an employment. No? Meron kaming business that started in one area up north at nag-expand siya to 100 location in the Philippines. Despite that, may trabaho ako and my wife because it's also important. So, why start having your own, from being employed. Bakit importante na magiging employed? Number one, being employed teaches you the disciplines of a process. Diba? Ibig sabihin, papasok ka na 8 to 5, magla-log in ka, magla-log out ka. Okay? From 8, dapat may gagawin ka hanggang 5 o'clock para makuha mo yung basic salary mo. And the second thing that's important is meron kang basic salary. Okay? Pero, ito yung pitfall lang pag nagtatrabaho ka sa isang kumpanya. Pag ikaw na fixated ka or ang gusto mo lang talaga is magkaroon ka ng increase every single year or magkaroon ka ng bonus every single month, then you definitely will have an opportunity or magkakaroon ka ng challenges in terms of time. Matagal na proseso yan para na mag-double, triple, or quadruple your pay. Okay? Meron ako nakita, and I personally experienced this from 22 years old to 25 years old. I moved from an employee to a manager, and then from 22 to 29, I became a director. And in this process, I've learned so much, no? That doesn't happen to many people. Hindi ganong karami ang nakaka-achieve ng ganong kabilis na acceleration sa kanilang career. Pero it definitely is possible. So some people like myself have stuck with unemployment like that kasi mabilis yung growth and naging na akong corporate entrepreneur. Meron din naman corporate entrepreneur, di ba? Kaya yun lang yung pitfall is if nakontento ka lang sa annual increase at hindi mo pinag-iisipan yung trabaho mo wherein you can actually get promoted. The promotion is actually the best way to get a salary increase on a regular basis, at least every 2 years, aim for it. So, what else is a benefit of being employed? The other benefit of being employed is you will have the ability to spend time to develop your business. As an example, 8 to 5, magaling ka nga magluto. 8 to 5, magaling ka magtrabaho. From 6 onwards, you can spend that to develop your business. That's the time that you spend at least 3 to 4 hours developing your business. Siguro mo yung food business mo, sisimula ka sa online. After you start going online, you start going to Facebook and magkakaroon ka ng distribution center. Those are possibility. But, again, before you fully transition from business ownership, from being an employee, understand, will you have enough of the rest na pinag-usapan natin kanina para magtayo ng sarili mo negosyo? Alright? So, I hope today's vlog helps you realize kung ano ba ang tama. Ikaw ba ay ready na maging negosyante or magsimula ka na bilang empleyado? Both of them are noble and both of them are actually pretty okay. Marami ng tao naging empleyado at naging successful. Marami rin ng tao naging business owner at naging successful. And also, in both cases, marami rin hindi naging successful sa parehong area. So, it's up to you what you need to do. But at the end of the day, the first thing you need to do is take the step forward at huwag na tayo maging victim dun sa idea na hindi ko kayang magtrabaho, hindi ko kaya magnegosyo. At the end of the day, kailangan mong i-take yung first step to making progress, which is taking action towards becoming an employee or becoming a business owner. Again, ulitin ko to. Do not be a victim of the situation. Take ownership of what you want to do. And if you become an employee, become the best employee. If you become a business owner, become the best business owner that you can be. Okay? At the end of the day, we make our path.